Hey, thanks everybody for joining me for this drive in Toronto in a what seems to like a pretty major winter storm in the city. We had a big storm a couple of days ago, and it's snowing again today. I'm driving downtown on a major street in the Bloor. Come and join me for this ride and see what happens. The traffic is a complete standstill. I've been waiting here in the car for a while. Couple of accidents, couple of buses stuck in the snow. TTC buses stuck in the snow. Oh, what was that? Come and hang out with me for a drive, keep me company, and we'll check things out. Like I said, this is Bloor Street. High Park, one of the major parks in the city, is on the right. We'll make it this Toronto driving tour. How's that? Driving Toronto tour. Biggest park on the side, High Park. Let me check. Well, we got plenty of traction. The temperatures are about -5.5, like -6 degrees Celsius. The traction is not bad, but you still could be sliding. You got to keep your speed in check. We put the car in overdrive on a downhill. Keep the gears. Try to brake with the engine. How's that? Try to brake with. That's what they tell you. These guys are parked right on the side of the street on a downhill, on a narrowed street because there's been very little snowplow action. The city kind of plowed the city last Monday, kind of quasi, but as you can see tons of snow on the major side streets, made the streets and major streets. This is a major street, I think, and it's made the roads very narrow. And normally I do biking and walking films in the city. I did a couple of films yesterday about the protests they had in Toronto. We do all sorts of stuff, live cam, kind of without editing. The windshield's getting icy. That's not good. Let me see if I can get some action happening to the windows at some point. This is, where are we doing? Parkside and Keel. This is Parkside and Keel. There's an amazing bike trail right on my side, the bike lane on the right lane. I don't know if you can see it. It's completely covered in snow. But in the summer, this is one of my favorite streets to ride along. It's interesting because it has a bunch of old stores and old houses, and the traffic's very slow because of it's a narrow road, and it's fun when you pass the cars, when you're driving and you're passing the cars faster than the cars on the bike. It's fun. It's a pretty good street. I don't know how safe the bike lane is. I mean, there's a lot of obstructions in it during the summer, patios and fallen objects on it, so you got to still be very careful, but it gives you some protection. I'll say once your windshield gets frozen, you're kind of out of luck. Yeah, the snow's coming in. My rear windshield's getting icy and covered up. I got the temperature set on the car at 22 degrees Celsius inside the car, and I got the window open for ventilation. Let me know if you guys are getting cold. Put more heat on. I got your seat warmers on. Don't worry, you're good. Got seat warmers in the car. I said in my previous video, if you move to Canada, depending on any other country in the world, and you try to purchase a car, one thing you must have as an option is seat warmers. Must. You've got to have seat warmers. If there's no seat warmers in a car, forget about it. Forget about it, right? Seat warmers, number one. Even if your car comes without an engine, make sure you can get an engine later on. Seat warmers, not so. You need it in this kind of weather because makes for much more comfortable ride. Steering wheel warmers also come in handy actually, because you don't have to wear gloves all the time in the car. That's another extra luxury that you must see if you can get it. Let's put some juice on the windows, see if that makes the only way to clean your windshield wipers is to get out and actually bang them on a screen. Get outside and bang them to release all the ice from it. The traffic is moving, but it's I'm doing about 10 kilometers an hour. Barely. Yeah, barely. I mean, if you're riding a bike and you can handle the snow, you'll be going faster than this, right? Especially if your bike path is cleared up. So we'll try some of this. I don't know how long this video is going to be because it's pretty boring, but it'll give you a sense of driving in a city on a major city street in Toronto. Gives you an idea how it is when the snow is coming. We're mid-January. I was going to say February, but we're mid-January, January 24th. 2022 in a city. You can, what are we? At Dundas Street West. All these lanes are mismatched. We can stop. Anti-lock brakes kicked in a little bit. Got lots of. You want to leave plenty of room for people. All the signage in the ground is covered up. All the lanes and left turns and no left turns is covered up. And of course, we're entering a construction zone coming up, but the lanes are completely merged into each other. Truckers are still on the road. I had thought the truckers had a protest a couple of days ago, and I just heard on the radio that they had a GoFundMe for the truckers, and in 2 days they raised over $4 million. My God, that's a lot of money in 4 days that people donated to truckers. There's a lot of support in the city for the truckers. Of course, we love our truckers in the city. Without them, you're not going to get any supplies. Okay, you're not going to get any gas. You're not going to get any food. You're screwed. Truckers are very important in North America. I guess in the West. One of my favorite vlogs is this guy called Trucker Josh Vlogs. He's a Canadian trucker from out west, and he does great videos, daily videos. He's been doing it for years and years. A very good channel to follow. Trucker Josh Vlogs. Trucker Josh Vlogs. So it's like a downhill. How much? How slippery is this? It is pretty slippery actually. So what I do is I make sure I have a lot of space in front of me, in case the guy behind me decides not to stop in time, of escape route. In driving, you always want to leave yourself escape route up front. You know, in case the car in front of you gets stuck, you won't have enough room to be able to maneuver around it. If the guy behind you is going too fast, you won't have enough room to do a slow braking as opposed to hard braking. If the guy in front of you tries to carjack you, I don't know, maybe, why not? And then that way you have enough room to escape. You're not stuck behind him and you're not trapped, right? You have escape route. You don't want to be sticking to tailgating, pretty much. Is not a good option in driving at all, for all sorts of safety reasons. So you want to have leave lots of room to maneuver around if they decide that they want to get stuck, or all sorts of good idea. Lots of space. I'm going to turn off the traction control in this car. This car's got super traction control, so I'm going to turn it off and see on an uphill what's the icy situation is. Okay, here we go. All right, not bad. Without the traction control, still does a good job. Actually, was it off? Yeah, it was off. Interesting. So we have good traction because we have lots of traction. Even without the traction control. Traction control is hit and miss. I mean, it's gives you a false sense of security sometimes on snow-covered roads, but it is what it is. If you're not a very good driver, it comes in handy. And my phone is being lit up. People are buzzing me. And of course, we don't check messages, texts, or anything while we driving, no matter how important it is. We just ignore everything. Again, I got leaving lots of space, entering a downhill. I don't know what the speed limit. Yeah, the speed limit is 40 kilometers an hour on this road. Traction is not bad, but major construction. They've been digging this section up for a year and a half. No idea what they're trying to install. No idea. Look at the roads. Are pretty high. Like the girl with a yellow umbrella, that's pretty cool. I like the umbrella in the winter. I do like people carrying umbrella in the winter time. And the yellow, that makes for a great photograph. Entering at Lansdowne. Is it Lansdowne? Yeah, Lansdowne. Such a slow drive. Such a slow drive. You can definitely go faster on a bike. Definitely go faster on a bike. I did a video here last week before the snowstorm. I did a walk through this area, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good video of I got a few hits. See if I can go back a bit, or all right. we can make it through this intersection. I did a video here like a week ago. It was very cold and no snow, and that's been one of the popular videos of the channel. People like this area. Very old area, traditional, kind of old Toronto. Lots of old shops, and it was one of my I do enjoy walking in this area. I do enjoy walking. I did a walk last night by the river, like a nature walk, and I filmed it, and I looked at the film. I'm like, it's not a good film. It's not as exciting when you do a nature walk. I mean, it's fun to do a nature walk, but when you film it, there's not much going on. I like the stores, I like the people. I'm a people person. I love people. There's a Rolls-Royce SUV. Wow, I've never seen one of those before. A Rolls-Royce SUV. Perfect. That's the ultimate. And you got this little minis. What's the minis? Yeah, I love people. I love to see people on the street. I like to photograph random strangers on the street. Talk to them if they talk to me. Most of the time, people are not friendly unless you're at a protest or something. But I do like to see shops and, you know, wow, there's a cyclist. I think you guys missed it. Wow, fantastic. A cyclist in the winter in the storm. We're going to give her a 4-star. 4-star for the red jacket cyclist on Bloor Street. If you're watching, you can get your 4 stars from Film Mission. Apply in the comment section. Oh, what a crazy world. We love it. We love it. We love it. Yes. People in the winter, they always say we love winter. Don't we love winter? We love winter. We know what? Because we have no choice. You gotta love it. It's no point fighting it. You gotta enjoy it. Film it. Go for a ride. Go for a bike. Embrace the cold. Nothing else you can do. You can't travel somewhere warm. Airports are shut off probably. And, you know, forget about it. Just stay home and enjoy the winter. You're gonna like it. There's a school to my right here, and this was pretty happening school. And they closed it a couple of months ago, and I guess they're gonna renovate it, tear it down, no idea. But it's all fenced in and full of graffiti. Yeah, people are like, oh, place is abandoned, closed up. Let's just get the graffiti markers and go crazy. So a bunch of graffitis on it. It's actually not a bad photo subject, you know. It gives it a, look at this. It's all this stuff on the right. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, this was their backyard and all that. And it's all closed up. Wow. I love to walk through that school when it's closed up and see what the hell's going on in there. No, that would be a good video. That won't be legal. I don't advocate breaking into abandoned buildings, but I do like to watch the videos of people who make those kind of videos. Wow, it's crazy. Can you guys see it, or is it getting too messy? I enjoyed a lot of YouTube channels of all sorts. Cycling, walking in the city. I like seeing other people walk in different parts of the country, in the world. Gives me a good idea what's going on. I like health food stuff, all sorts of stuff. I like a lot of different channels. I have a vast interest in different stuff. And I quite enjoy watching small channels. I like small channels mostly. I like them. I just like small channels. It's very difficult to find small channels because they don't show up in the search, right? You search for some small channel, doesn't show up. All the regular people show up, and all the regular people after a while become very, I don't know, like TV. They become like, they want to please a lot of people, so they become very ordinary. They just have to please. I don't want channels that do that. I want channels to be very specific, small, and have a point of view. And you know, I like small channels. We're always looking for a small channel. So if you're a small channel and you're watching this, put in a comment, hey, I'm a small channel, check me out. Look, I'm gonna check you out. We love small channels. We love everything, but small channels are interesting. I like it. I like the rawness of it. I like the rawness. Look at this snowplow. Salting the road, yes sir. We love our truckers, don't we? Yeah, we need the truckers, you know, not only for the food, but to salt the roads too. Without the truckers, you're going nowhere. You lose the war without the truckers, I tell you that. I'll tell you that. You lose the war without the truckers, you lost the war. How far is this traffic gonna go? This traffic is sexy, man. It's just gonna stay slow. Bloor Street. What's that noise? This guy's got the white Hummer parked on the snow. Barely see it. That's the camouflage for winter night. The overcoat. Again, if you're joining a channel from, we entered the yellow, so we're legally allowed to go. If you're watching this channel from other countries, this is Toronto, Canada. This is Bloor Street. Bloor Street is an east-west street. It's one of the major streets in Toronto. It's got a subway line along it, and this is one of the two major streets in the city. So that's what you're looking at, a major street going downtown in Toronto, Canada. Hopefully everybody knows where Canada is. Maybe some people don't, but Canada is this big landmass north of America, north of USA. And generally it's very cold and icy, and in the winter time it's all covered in snow. Igloos and all that, that's true. Don't let them fool you. And this is a major street in the city. Look at that abandoned building on the left. Can you see it? It's just gone. Abandoned building. Wow, beautiful. So that's where you are. You're riding on a major street in the city, and it's about 5 degrees below zero, below Celsius. So it's 5 degrees below zero, and it's snowing lightly, and that's what you get. Messy traffic, and you have no idea where the lines are. There's a straight line, left line. We got a cyclist. Cyclist is arguing with the car, I guess. You know what, guys? Drivers, this is to the drivers. If you see a cyclist in these conditions, know one thing. They are hardcore. They are hardcore. Give them lots of space. Be gentle with them. They're hardcore. Don't mess around with them. See, they're fighting already. Can you hear it? They're fighting. They're sliding on the snow. They could fall, and they're hardcore. So give them lots of room, and don't argue with them. Don't tell them don't be riding in the snow. People don't want to hear that. It's a freedom. People want to do whatever they want. Let them do it. This lady's telling them, you shouldn't be riding your bicycle. It's snowing. Don't tell people what to do. It's their right. Yeah, the traffic's blocked now. They're getting to fight. And we can't see it because of this way. Don't people what to do. It's their right and their freedom to do whatever they want. They want to fall on the snow. It's their problem. Now the traffic is jammed. Just don't tell people what to do. Let them do, and give cyclists lots of room. And give them a thumbs up. Give them a thumbs up. You know, they're stressed out because they're riding on snow. They're cold, and they feel entitled to have some sort of a space and safety. Just give it to them, and don't get in an argument with cyclists. It's not going to end well. Just watch them fall. Have fun. Whatever you want. Don't cut them off. Don't get like this lady was saying, why you shouldn't be riding a bicycle, blah, blah, blah. Don't tell people what to do. It's their right to do whatever they want. Let them do it. See, she's riding in the middle of the road. Beautiful lady. Have fun. I'm going to give her a thumbs up. I'm going to give her a honk and a thumbs up. Let them do whatever. Just, then, when you try to tell people what to do, they're always going to end up in the wrong place, okay? It's never, even if you're right, okay? Even if you're right. You're right. And you see, I'm going to go to the side so you can see this. She's blocking the lane because legally she has a right to take the whole space. Totally, she's legally has a right to take a whole space if she feels she has to. And this guy's going to pass her and he's going to get mad again. We got to follow her because we're trying to make a good film, and we're going to follow her. You know, we just make sure she doesn't fall and we hit her when she's falling. Even if you think you're right, you shouldn't be telling people what to do, because it never ends up in the right place. I'm trying to get rid of that windshield frozen. So let's see if we can get windshield to be blasting hot air. Okay, so she's doing about 20 kilometers an hour. Speed limit's 40, and like I feel like I wouldn't be going any faster than this anyway because the roads are pretty messed up. And if I try to pass her, I would have to get too close to her. And legally, she has the right to take over the whole space if she feels she has to. She can't get to the corner. And she can't get to the side because of all the snow. She's probably been yelling at everybody. But you know what? At least she's staying healthy. Look, you know what? I'm envious of her. I wish I was riding my bike here. I'm totally envious of her. I mean, that's fun. You just gotta be, cyclists gotta be cool too. Let the cars pass and don't get in an argument. Oh, Oh, you see, she almost went down. She almost went down. It's very slippery. I'll let her go again. All right, so we're checking out the place. Are you guys enjoying this ride? I don't get a lot of comments, I'll tell you, on this YouTube channel. We are, where are we? Christie. Yeah, Christie. You know what? She's sliding all over the place, and she's got skinny tires. She's wearing, she's probably her own way of commuting. I don't know. I don't think she's out for exercise. Whoa, 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 whoa. She went down again. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Oh, this makes a great film, though, isn't it? If you're joining the channel, we're doing biking and walking, and today we're doing driving in the city. Good job, good job. Thank you, ma'am.
You're more important than me.
No, I'm not. She said, you're more important than me. I said, listen, I was following you, and she's upset, obviously. But you see what I'm saying? You cannot be trying to pass her. If you do try to pass her while she's riding, you will be in trouble. So even if I give her the right of way, and she's still mad, right? Now imagine if I try to pass her, and at the time that I'm passing her, she falls, right? What happens? You're gonna have legal problems. You're gonna be technically, legally liable, because you're gonna call the police, and you're gonna see all sorts of screaming. What a cute Asian girl, though. But still, if you're watching, I'm all your side, girl. I'm all your side. You're good. Just I was watching you ride. You ride beautifully in the winter. If you wanna ride with me, just leave a comment in the description. We can go and film together. We can make a crazy film. You riding in a snowstorm, and make films of you riding in a snowstorm. We'll make you a star. We'll make you a star. I'm gonna go on south on Bathurst. Make sure she's not following us. The bike lane's clear. I guess next one, right? Yeah. We could go down this. We could go down this. But Bathurst would be more fun. This lady wearing an N95 mask in the winter. Make sure none of those snow particles get through that, lady. Perfect the window. That's always good to wear. N95 is the mask to wear. Anything besides that, my God, the car's super hot now. Anything besides that, it's not going to work. All right, we got another craziness here. What's going on here? This guy's blocked the whole traffic. What are you blocking for? If you're in a rush, things are really gonna piss you off. You sure? Are you sure? He's like, block me. Anybody in a yellow vest, let me move, baby. Anybody in a yellow vest can stop the whole traffic, for whatever reason. Now this guy's got his 4-ways on. I don't know what he means. Does he mean? God. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to turn. He's in a turning lane. All right, look how squeezed. We're gonna squeeze by here. All right. Oh, he's going backwards now. All right. It's always good to stand right at an intersection and put your 4-ways flashers on, so people have no idea if you're going left or right or straight, and then go backwards. Don't worry, the bicycle lady is gonna get to him, and he's parked in the bike lane, so she's gonna get him good. We're driving south on Bathurst. If you're joining a channel from foreign, we're on a Bloor Street, one of the major streets in the city. Now we're going down Bathurst, which is a vertical street. It goes north-south. I call them vertical. On the map, they're vertical. If you're visual. And yeah, this goes right to the lake. So I'm going to go about Queen Street, and I'm going to get out the car, do a hike around Queen Street, see what the situation is in Queen Street. So we'll stop the video at about, I don't know, next block or so. Thank you for joining me for this drive in the city. Check out my other videos. You might like them. I got some protest videos, cycling, and walking in the city. And there's some street photography also. I like to take pictures of people. That girl on a bicycle would have been a perfect subject. She looked good, actually. She looked very fit. She looked very, of course, you got to be fit to be riding a bicycle in this condition. She looked very stylish and fit. I like to photograph people who are stylish, fit, and they got an interesting character. Older. I like older people. Anyway, so thank you for joining this ride. Please subscribe, like, comment, whatever, positive, negative. We love negative comments more than anything else because it shows that you are actually paying attention. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next film.
Department is recalling its embassy staff and telling Americans to leave Ukraine. Ottawa has yet to make that announcement. Ukrainian officials called America's move premature. The president will hold a security-related call with Europe's leaders on Monday afternoon ahead of an expected meeting in Paris on Wednesday between Russian and Ukrainian officials. Reggie Cicchini, Global News, Washington. From Montreal,